everybody. So I wanted to jump on here. I've not done any challenge with Release the Craftin' before, but I do follow them on all the socials and love all their stuff. I'm just not, sorry, I'm been running around like crazy this morning, so I'm a little out of breath. Anyways, I wanted to jump on here and participate in this little 7-day challenge hosted by Release the Craftin' on YouTube. Hashtag RTC Goblin Mode. It's a 7-day junk journal ephemera challenge starting today, July 22nd. Our first prompt is mushrooms. So I'm going to kind of be winging it, I think. Isn't that what we do around here? We just wing it. Mushrooms. So I'm in the middle of working on a journal that is, it's nature. It's the wetlands, swampy area and all that. Mushrooms just really doesn't fit into my mode. So I'm gonna play around with this prompt and see what we come up with. But check it out, hashtag RTC Goblin Mode. Again, hosted by Release the Craftin' on YouTube. So let's get started with mushrooms. I have these here. They are sticker sheets. And I say they're sticker sheets. I got them at Shein or AliExpress or something like that, thinking they were individual stickers. But they're not. They're big sticker sheets. And so my thought process was, ooh, what am I going to do with these? But I think what I'm going to do with them is create some tag backgrounds. Now, whether or not I'll use these in the wetlands, I don't know yet. Why do I have this paper here? Let's just see. I'm kind of a little discombobulated right now, so just bear with me a minute. I'll find what I'm looking for. Here is some folder paper. That'll get us started. And I think what I want to do is, I have two that are black and white, which, as you can tell, they have really weird words on them, like random for no reason. These do as well. But, oh, these aren't all mushrooms, but there's a few little ones here, so I wanted to pull them out. But these two are all mushrooms mostly. Two black and whites and two colors. So here's what I'm thinking I want to do. I want to just put these down and cut them up. Because my other option, I've got a whole pad of these, not just mushrooms, but all these different images. And when I got them in, I was like, oh, these stickers are so great. But then it's like, oh, these are like stickers. Like a big old sticker sheet. And so it's like, well, I could individually cut out these little things and fussy cut these little things, but I don't necessarily know that I want to do that. So I thought I would make a background out of them. In the realm of use what you have. So let's start with these guys. I like it on that yellow. I wasn't sure how it would come through. I'm curious now how the black and white one does. Let's just put one down real quick. Make sure we're not on the, yep. Let's just put a black and white one down real quick and see what it does. Besides sticking to each other. They're washi stickers, so they're thin. Paper thin, pretty much. I don't want wrinkles, I know that. That won't serve anybody any good. Okay, it toned down that stark black and white, so that is good. Okay, I can work with that. Let me do the other one just to get them all that we're working with. And I assume that we're going to stick on this. You know, I have a distrusting relationship with stickers. It's a little wrinkled, but that's okay. We're going to go with it because we're just going to go with it. Good old wrinkle right through the middle of it. Okay, let's cut these down and see what we got to work with. I could have put them on here straight. That would have been a little bit easier, but it's hard to see where the line lines up with the cream background. We'll make it happen. Like I said, all in an effort to use up what I've got. Hands aren't working today for whatever weird reason. And that totally moved. That's okay. We'll just work with it. We'll work with it. I think I can get 4 little tags out of this. Let's see here. We're 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little. So let's scoot us over and just kind of eyeball it to 2.5-ish. What in the world? I don't know if y'all saw what I just did, but my blade was here and my measuring thing's here, so these are not even. Look at that. Okay, get it together, Shell. Get it together. I think what's throwing me off is for some reason this is throwing me off. I don't know why, because, I mean, that's the most accurate measurement. I think it slipped once and it's got me kind of gun shy or whatever. Ay, ay, ay. I'm still in the process of getting in the groove of things. I need a new mat. I know that. That may be part of my problem too. You can see how wonky this is. Ooh. That's okay. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. And let's just see. I think we'll just kind of eyeball it as well. Okay, I'm kind of liking those. That's kind of a nice background with mushrooms on it. So we'll continue on. Continue on with what we are doing. So I don't know yet who all is participating in this challenge. I just saw it. I follow Release the Crafting on Patreon, I believe. And they posted about it. So I thought, oh, we're just going to jump on that challenge. It's been a little while since I've done a challenge. I didn't jump on the Junk Journal July challenge like I had intended to. So I thought, I'll just jump on this little 7-day challenge. And the prompts, I think I can work most of them into the journal that I'm working on, even though Wetlands and Goblin Core are pretty, they're not the same, if that makes any sense. But we're gonna, these challenges that you do, they're up to your own interpretation, I believe. I don't think there's very many rules attached to them. And so with that, you can kind of work with some flexibility. And so I think I'll be able to work in the majority of these 7 prompts to the Wetlands journal that I'm working on. And I'll tell you this, I'll tell you a little secret. I planned to do the Wetlands journals. It's going to end up being 2 because I have a lot of stuff that I want to work with. And my plan was to do it cover to cover with you guys, but I did one video. I wasn't too pleased with it, but I did a video of me kind of sorting through some images, some magazine images and things like that, and it ended up being about a little over an hour long. And I don't know if everybody has this problem, but when I try to upload a video that's longer than an hour, it takes longer than 3 days. And so after it's set in the slow lane of upload forever, I just finally decided to delete it and move on. So you missed out with me digging through these magazine pages, images, basically. So I will do some Create With Me videos. I may have 1 or 2 up already because I'm actually doing this Goblin Core a little ahead. And so I may already have some up, just some general Create With Me as I'm working on ephemera, working on these Wetlands journals. And that's just how we're going to do that. That's just how we're going to do that. So, here we have a bunch of background tags and cards and things like that. I didn't really plan for this to be a mass make, but I think it kind of is. I don't know. I don't know what to do with them now. I could keep it really simple and, poke my center holes and stitch around them and not really do anything more to them since they've got image and writing and all that on them. This one I'm cutting a little goofy because I don't want that little owl on there. He's still on there, so let me see if I can trim him off a little bit. But yeah, I can keep them like this and just add a hole and some floof to the top and ink around the edges. Call them done. I might do that. This might just be a mass make of mushroom tags. I don't know that any of them will go in my Wetlands journal. This is more of a forest journal. I mean, foresty type stuff. I don't know. I just don't know that they'll go in the wetlands. So, with that being said, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on them because I've got a whole bunch of other ephemera I need to be making. But I wanted to participate. I wanted to use up these mushroom sheets. And maybe I can just, maybe if I just ink around them and call them done. And then whenever they get ready to go in their journal home, then I'll have kind of blank tags to, you know, add more to. These turned out really cute. I mean, they're really cute as simple as they are. It was a good idea to use these sticker sheets for this, if I do say so myself. But they'll be ready to go if I need. I can add some word snippets or, you know, another mushroom image or something like that. I can easily do that. These two, I left the top. Let me trim the top off. I left part of the top as folder. But when you cut them into tags, it doesn't really look that well. Okay, well, you know. Yeah. Again, didn't think I was planning to do a mass make, but here we are. Here we are. I think there's a lot of benefit in doing mass make. You can, it's what I've learned is I'm not gonna say just recently, but last March, not 3 months ago March, but last March I participated in my first challenge. It was Mass Make March with Cindy over at Studio Lou. And I was new to the YouTube world, new to junk journaling, all that good stuff. And I didn't have an ephemera stash. And I spent the whole month making ephemera. And I had quite a stash at the end of the month. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with all this? But, you know, surprisingly, I've worked most of those into journals here and there. So it's been kind of cool. That's been kind of cool, I think, to have a stash and to, when I'm gathering stuff to start on a journal, it's like, oh, I go through my stash and, oh, that'll work, you know. It's been kind of fun to do that. So I'm now all about having a stash. Mass making to build your stash. I'm working on upping my inking game. I'm a little cheapo, and so I finally broke down and bought the coveted Tim Holtz inks. And some of them. I didn't buy a bunch, just a couple of colors. Mainly because these little guys that I've been hanging on to for a while are about dead. They are about dead. And I knew I was fixing to start on this wetlands journal, and I thought, you know, I'm not starting a new journal without having some sort of ink to get me through it. I didn't want to start with my little petals that are about to die and get halfway through the journal and run out of ink. So I broke down and bought me some daubers, bought me some couple of colors of ink. In the store, of course I didn't have my glasses on, but in the store I bought Ground Espresso and Vintage Photo. I was thinking this was more of a black, but it's not. It's just a dark brown. So I still need to go and get me like a black. My thought process was I'll get a black and a brown. That should do me. And the black that I thought I was getting was the Ground Espresso, which if I had my glasses on, I'd have been reading, and I could see that espresso's not black. But, you know, we live and learn. Now we have a light brown and a dark brown, or an orangey brown, I guess this is, more so. And then I've got a dark brown. And I will, my next outing, I'll splurge for a black and maybe another color. Maybe. So this is probably kind of a boring video, but again, if any of you guys have been around for a little while, you know I've been kind of out of pocket, out of sorts, and so I'm trying to get back in the groove. So make me stick some stickers on and mass make some boring little... Some of these worked out pretty good. The image, you know, is right in the middle, and that's pretty cool. I'm going to use the dark brown on this. Yeah. Oh, there's a snail. I think that's Slime and Snails tomorrow's prompt. There's a snail. I don't have anything snaily. Slime and snail, I'm going to kind of go with frogs, slimy frogs, and I can work that into my wetlands. That's my game plan anyways, at the current moment. We'll see what tomorrow brings. We'll see what tomorrow brings. When I get through inking these, I'll see where I'm at on time. And I might play around with embellishing a couple of them. I really just like them as they are, though. Really. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to have to go through that sticker book and see what other pages would work as just some general backgrounds like this, and mass make them into some tags. Or journal cards. And I'm trusting that these stickers are going to stick. They seem to be pretty stuck. I'm trusting. Yeah, I like these a lot. I like them a lot. So I'm going to have to go through my sticker sheets and see what else I can do with them. Okay, that's that. So let's see here. Where am I at on time? Oh, I'm good on time. I don't want another hour-long video that takes 3 days to. So let's see here. I've got these 3 mushroomy things. This is another one of the sheets that's just a full sheet. So I'm going to fussy cut. My finger was under there. Y'all didn't see me snip my finger. Fussy cut these little mushrooms out. Cute images on here. Oh man, I just cut the mushroom. Well, there's another one. Cute images. I'm just not going to fussy cut them all out. So, woof. Okay. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty fussy cuttings. I'm leaving a little white border around it, and then I'll ink it. And see if we can't add these. I'll look in my little scraps and see if I can just do some collage on. Here's one. Two. We'll have to decide if these are going to look better on the colored ones or on the black and white ones. And you know what I'm thinking? I said I was going to find some scraps to kind of collage with, and I'm really feeling metallic. Like metallic scraps to play around with. That's totally not goblin core or goblin mode. Totally not forest. Let's just kind of look. We got 3 stickers to work. Let me ink these real quick. Just kind of tone down our white. Okay. Let's see here. So we got 3 stickers to work with. Let me just kind of flip through these and see if there's words or things that we need to cover. I'm thinking this, where it says there's real ginger in it. And I'm thinking this, just because it has a lot of fluff on it. Weird fluff. And then one more. Mm. Mm. Do I like them better with on the black and white? I think I kind of do. I like it on the black and white. This one with, you know. I can't find one that I like. Or maybe on this one. Okay. So let's see if I got some Scrappy Doos. Just to kind of add a little foof to these three. Let's see here what we have. I'm thinking... Gotta make some more of this. I just have little bitty bits of this metallic, it's paper towel. I've used it in several of my things, but I have, I've been salvaging it because I love it so much. Just gonna lay some things out there and see, dig through my box, see what we want to work with, if anything. Just little bitty scraps. Scraps of stuff and see what we got to work with. Aha. A little bit more of my paper towel pieces. Okay, let's just see what we can do with these. Let's see what we got. Kind of inclined to go pretty simple here. Come on. I don't want to take up too much of the image, that's the thing. You know, I'm notorious for not wanting to cover the image when it comes down to it. I was kind of excited about my paper towel, but I really don't know that I like that too much. Come on, little sticker. I like that. Let's see what else we got going on here. I don't know that I like that. I don't know that I like this because my reds kind of clash. Okay. Do we like this? No, I could work with that. Or do we want to go with like... Might as well use up my little bits, huh? I think we'll work with that. Okay. So let's see here. I probably am amiss to do this with a glue stick. This gold paper is real thin, almost, you see it like comes off. It's some sort of Japanese or Chinese paper, and the gold, it doesn't rub off, but if you bend it, it crinkles off, if that makes any sense. We're going to trust that the sticker's going to stick. I don't know that I like that. Now that I've done that, it needs some, let's just go all wonky with it. That really didn't work. Okay, well, so here is what it looks like when you don't like something. This is a gold Sharpie. I just thought I would add a little bit of character to it, but nah. Okay, well, I don't like that now, so there's that. Fail. It's like it just all fades into each other, so oof. Not good, Shell, not good. Let's see here. I'm gonna put some glue down on here because it's hard to glue on paper towel. Made it sticky, but that's okay. It will dry. And then let's see if the sticker will stick. And maybe not fade into the background. I guess it's just these washi stickers that fade off into the background. I don't like that. Because you really can't see that it's mushroom now. So I think what I'm going to do is just abandon ship on adding the sparkly. And then we'll just add this mushroom and see what it does with this one. This one has a little bit more color to it. Totally stuck that off a little. See, I'm having trouble getting back in my groove. Yeah, I don't particularly care for that, but I like it better than the other two. So there we go. That's what we're going to do for mushroom. We're going to abandon ship before things get worse, is what we're going to do. So, mass make with the stickers, a good handful of these. I really like them just as they are. Without all the foo-foo trying to do. I really like them just as they are. They've got, you know, a focal point to the most part. They've got some color. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do for mushroom today. For the Release the Craftin'. These jokers are probably going to go in the trash. I just don't really like them. Something more could maybe be done with them, but I'm not pleased with them. So good thing I didn't do all of them. Good thing I didn't mess up all of them. We still have more of the planes to salvage. So that's what we're doing today for number 1 for the Release the Craftin' Goblin mode. You can't see that check because this is such a dark background, but that's okay. I will see you guys tomorrow for slime and snails, and we'll see what we can come up with. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more of a success. So thanks for joining me. Be sure and check out hashtag RTC Goblin Mode Again, this is hosted by Release the Crafton on YouTube. Check them out. See what they're all about. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.